some line reshuffling this morning. Is
Yeah.
that just a byproduct of guys being
I wouldn't read too much into that. We had some guys skate earlier than our practice. We've got some guys obviously that are some question marks around. So we were just throwing around some things this morning.
Any update on Marchman or Foxy status?
No, both progressing. So, I'm optimistic. We'll see. I would call them both day to day.
Vegas has done a nice job of negating the rush through the neutral zone.
Yeah.
How do you guys counter that? How do you attack
Yeah.
it?
Well, what I would say to that is I think we have too. I mean, I don't think either team's given up very much off the rush, and you got two of the best rush teams in the league. So I think, obviously both teams are paying attention to that. And so, you got to find other ways to create offense. You're not going to get a lot of that. I think if you can get a lead, though, some of that can change. You can put them out of their comfort zone. It's a lot easier to play, that type of game when you're leading the hockey game.
The margins are razor.
Yeah.
Even more so than some of the regular season margins, which are really.
Yeah.
I know it's a first round game. It feels like a conference final
Yeah.
between two incredibly good teams.
Yeah, I mean, really close. I mean, you look at all the underlying numbers, everything's, really, really close. So, it comes down to someone sticking a puck in the net at the right time, a big save at the right time, special teams battle. All those little things decide games when you get, two teams that are really evenly matched in a lot of areas. That's what decides it. And, we've got to get some guys to be those separators, so to speak, in those situations.
When you look at the 2 shots on goal for the second, third period last game, are those indicative or are
The what shots
the
on?
shots on goals 5 in the second?
Oh,
5 in the
okay.
third for you guys?
Yeah.
Is that indicative of how frustrating they've been, or did you guys create other stuff that we didn't see?
Yeah.
In the shots on goal?
Well, I mean, we held them to 15 in game 1. There's not a lot of shots, Mike. They're blocking shots. We're blocking shots. There's not a lot of room. It's not going to be unless things change, and they could in a series. You might not get every game exactly the same, but you look around the league,
Have you seen that in other series?
Yeah. I mean, I looked the other night. I think the shots were 20-20 for, I can't remember what game I was watching. Yeah.
Vancouver, what you would think.
Right. Exactly. So, I just think it's that time of year. I think, I don't think, 5-6 shots in a period, isn't earth-shattering at this time of year. Now, would you like 10 or 15? Absolutely. But, you're not getting. I thought we've gotten some good looks. I thought we had more good looks last game than we did probably in game 1. Interior looks. We've just got to keep going there.
Considering how good the team's record was on the road this year, is it confidence going to Vegas? What's the mental frame?
Yeah, I think we're a confident group. I think we're obviously not in a great spot, but we're also a veteran group, and we understand that you win one game and things change, pressure points change, attitudes change. So that's our focus.
Bruce Cassidy specifically talked about your team's success at rush offense,
Mm-hmm.
making sure to limit that, and they feel they have done a good job
Yeah.
of that. Does that change the way that you want your guys to maybe go after offense, or?
Well, I mean, you have to know, and listen, this isn't something new. Everybody goes into the playoffs, and everyone knows the rush offense dries up. This isn't a Vegas thing that they're doing and no one else is doing. Like I said, I think we've done an exceptional job at handling their rush too. So I think going into the playoffs that rush, that easy offense, the odd man attack opportunities are going to dry up, and you've got to find other ways to create offense, and that includes your power play. It's got to be a difference maker.
Duchesne was on the ticket yesterday, and they asked him about the 54 hits
Yeah.
you guys had. He said, no, it was not a point of emphasis.
Yeah.
He thought it just sort of happened
Yeah.
organically.
Yeah, no, that's fair. You know, we haven't talked about hitting or running them out of the rink or anything like that. That hasn't been a point of emphasis. I think that's just hockey players, you know, engaging in the game at an important time of year.
Do you like seeing some of the guys that aren't on your team that aren't known for necessarily going out of the way to throw the body?
Yeah.
Doing some of those things?
I don't mind guys getting physically engaged in the game, however they do that. You know, some guys do it different than others. I don't think we were chasing hits or running around recklessly. I mean, there was 2 penalties each way. You know, it wasn't, I don't think it was that type of game. You just had, you know, guys engaged.
Going back to that hits penalty, actually, that play game, it really did look like on replay that it hit the glass.
Clearly hit the glass. Clearly hit the glass. You know, probably 3-4 feet below the top of the glass.
Did the ref say anything?
No.
Because they reviewed it, right?
No, you're not allowed to review that. You know, you've got to. Someone on the ice was adamant that he saw it clearly, and obviously didn't. Okay.
What's the
Yeah.
process of that? Does management then talk to the league and?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I don't think you have to talk to anyone. I think, you know, yeah, I would think so. There's enough angles of it, you know, that I think that's pretty clear.
Did you get a good look at the penalty they called on Miro, because we couldn't see it on the
Yeah.
replays.
Yeah, I don't mind the call. You know, I have no problem with, you know, I think that should be a part of, if any referee feels someone's gone down too easily, I think that should be part of the call, and that's what they thought, and I'm okay with that. You know, you just want that consistently called all the time. Okay, thanks.